Question from a reader. What product can I create to help me make money while I sleep? Make passive income while I sleep? So this is a great example of how just because you ask me a question doesn't mean me answering it in the way that you might expect or be wanting me to is the thing that would most serve you. And I know this because the person that sent this question is a former client, so I have context wider than I can share with you right here. And the thing that I would say back is, wow, that's two adjectives in the same sentence, two ideas in the same sentence that tell me that you're tired. Passive income. While I sleep, I don't want to do anymore. I just want to go to bed. And I want money coming in so I can have more resources to do more of what I want to do. So if I were to tell you, oh, here's the product, number one, you're not really going to want to do it because it's not about the product, right? And number two, how the hell are you going to have time to make a product that's going to generate passive income while you sleep when you're tired of all the action already and you just want to take a nap? So there's a better question that we can be asking here. And that question is, how can I make more money and have more time? Because that's what you really want. When you want passive income while you sleep, what you want is more money and more time. So from where I am right now, with what I'm doing right now, how could I have more time and more money? More time and more money now. The other thing about passive income is like, the only passive income I've ever seen is investment income. People talk about building a business and generating passive income, like info products are the least passive income I've ever seen in my life. Even the real estate investments have an active element to it, unless you have, even if you have a property management company, there's very rare that there's completely passive. Pure investing in paper assets, maybe. But like everybody I know that has an online product e-commerce business, unless you're in like the multiple 8 figures range and you've decided to semi-retire and you've let somebody else run it and take a split of all of the revenue, I mean, it's a lot of work constantly, especially with technology changing. So it's just not a good strategy, first of all. The best way to make passive income is to make income through being active in the world and then investing that in assets that you don't have any responsibility over other than collecting the check. Now, having said that, as a bit of a divergence, just in case you weren't like with me on maybe you don't want to be looking in the direction of a product that you can create to make passive income while you sleep. What you really want is more money and more time right now. So can I answer that question? Thank you. The way to make more money and have more time right now is to charge more money for what you're already doing that you're being paid for. So whether you have a job and you ask for a raise and you say you want to work less, what do you mean? I can't ask to work less and make more money. Why the fuck not? What's there some rule out there in the universe that says you can't ask for two things at the same time? You can't ask for time and money at the same time. Why not? Or if you're providing a consulting service or a coaching service, you can raise your fees and lower the number of hours that you spend providing the service. Yeah, you can do both at the same time. There's no rule that you're not. And if that makes you uncomfortable, then what you're coming up against is the edge on your relationship to your value. And if that's what's happening, then you've got to tolerate the truth that my bind between money and time is actually a function of my psychological, emotional, spiritual limitations on what I'm willing to ask for from the universe in the form of other human beings. What I'm willing to ask for from God in the manifestation of other human beings. Because here's the thing, if you are willing to ask everybody you meet to pay you twice as much money to do half as much work, somebody's going to say yes. And then once they do, you're going to be living in a different stratosphere. You're going to be making twice as much money for half the time. And once they do that and you start asking, it's going to be easier to ask from then on. Do that a few times and then guess what you can do at that point? You can do it again. You can ask for even more money for even less time. And how do you justify this? Well, I justify it by deciding that whilst I'm going to be paid more and I'm going to do the work in less time, I'm still going to deliver the same result, which is actually an increase in value. Because if I deliver the same result in less time, whether it's shorter time over the months or years, or that's a shorter time in conversation, like for me in coaching, sometimes I'll say what I used to do in a year, I'll do it in 8 months. Or I'll do it in 6 months. Actually, what I used to do in a year, I now do in 8 weeks with clients, just in the context of being a client magnet, right? In that program. That used to be a year-long program. It's 8 weeks now. We get people to double their income in 8 weeks. It used to take a year. So that's an increase in value. It takes me much less time. 2 months instead of 12 months. That's a 10-month savings. So that's a value increase for you because you're getting what you want and you're getting it faster. That means it's worth more money. So when I say it's also going to cost more money and I'm doing it in less time, it's not like, oh, you're trying to get two things from me. It's like, well, it actually is worth more to me because you're helping me get it faster. So I'm not actually asking for two things. I'm actually offering one thing and asking for one thing. I'm offering you to achieve the result faster. I'm offering that to you. In exchange, I'm asking you to pay me more money. So I'm asking for one thing, actually, when you think about it that way. So how do I make more money and have more free time? Ask for more and commit yourself to creating that result in less time. Ask for more time, ask for more money, or offer less time and ask for more money, however you want to think about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for reading. Thank you for your question. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.